Okay, so in Akihabara today, and it's raining a lot, which means shorter people blinding taller people with umbrellas, which is unfortunate. So yeah, we're just about to go to a shop called Super Potato, which some of you might know, and it's a retro game shop with a retro arcade at the top. So it's just here. So yeah, this is what it looks like. We've got Mario and Pac-Man at the top. So yeah, let's get inside. So this is the top floor, the 5th floor. And on the right here we have this awesome little tuck shop that has tons of dagashi. Very cute. Then we have all the retro game cabinets. Slot machines. So yeah, you can smoke up here. Okay, so this is the 4th floor. Hopefully a little less busy. So yeah, there's lots of older consoles up here. These are all obviously second-hand, and this place used to be really cheap, and then a couple of high-impact bloggers blogged about this place, and then they went nuts with foreign visitors, and they immediately raised all the prices, which is it's understandable. I mean, if it was my business, I'd do the same, but yeah, it kind of sucks for game collectors who was actually using the shop as a way of getting their collections good. So yeah, have a little look around. So yeah, it's got all the single packaged game cards for Game Boy, Game Boy Color. And then back here there's boxed. Got N64 controllers. They also do some like Nendroids and figures. A little Moogle there. Yeah, this is still a choice place to come in Akihabara. The 3rd floor. Here we've got the old Famicoms. I've been looking for a Super Famicom Mini because again I missed pre-orders on that, which was upsetting, but it seems to be sold out everywhere. I thought I'd be lucky and find it here, but no dice. So look, we have a Virtual Boy here, the old eye cancer machine. And yeah, that's what it looks like. See if we can focus that a bit better. So yeah, just looking at that, imagine your eyes in that, in darkness, and playing it for a few hours. Headache fuel. Old Sega Saturn games. Super Famicom cartridges and boxed Super Famicom games. Like I was saying about Metroid here, the original Metroid, 8,980 yen, which is highway robbery, that is. But again, they can charge whatever they want. Awesome Pokemon Center stuff. Very cute. Let's make our way around here. We've got Super Mario Bros. Undies. Very awesome. Some plushes. Yeah, and some Super Fumicoms down there. These people have owls. Arigato. So yeah, this is Kotobukiya, and don't know if you're allowed to film here, but we'll give it our best shot. They've got some awesome Star Wars stuff. They do a lot of figures here and stuff, and the company makes their own figures, and they do a damn good job. The whole Monster Hunter section. All the monsters. Well, it's not all of them, there's a lot more, but a cute Totoro Ghibli section. Very awesome stuff.
It's good rubber. Yes. Yeah.
Awesome Zoid stuff.
Only him so big, so huge. Yeah.
So yeah, lots of very detailed figures. Got tons of anime stuff on here. Sorry if some of that seemed a bit rushed. You're not allowed to film there, so I was being a bit cheeky. Okay, so our next shop is Mandarake. And Mandarake does a lot of stuff. A lot of second-hand like figures and games and doujinshi. It does have a hentai floor. Sadly, I can't film it because YouTube guidelines, as much as I would love to, so don't ask for it. So yeah, let's get inside and have a look around. Okay, so there's a lot of new and retro toys up here.
7階カードスタッフ、7階カードスタッフ1番、メダル探求の電話です。7階カードスタッフ1番お願いします。
These are the awesome hot toys. This floor I know has cards on as well. Some of these are really old. Little classic cars. Some of the cards. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, got some Pokemon cards down here. That was a nice little jaunt around Akihabara. Sorry if it seemed a bit rushed at times. The only place I was actually allowed to film in was Super Potato. The other stores had signs on the wall saying please do not film and stuff like that, so I had to be a bit of a cheeky boy and get some of those pictures out. And that weather was not helping me. I've been nursing a headache all day from far too much drinking last night, thanks to peer pressure. Alright, our first question is from a one Mr. Bryn. They ask, as a semi-regular visitor, average a trip every 2 years for the past 10 years. That is pretty regular. I love the place, but still have quirks about Japan that drive me up the wall. Anything involving Japanese bureaucracy that come to mind? What are aspects about being in Japan that you find frustrating? What a question. Alright, I don't want to sound like some OG weeaboo, but there is not a lot about Japan that I dislike. I love the place. It's clean, people are polite, the food's great, the food's cheap, trains are on time, and there's a lot to do. But yes, I do know what you mean about the bureaucracy thing. It can be frustrating, but you've got to understand that the Japanese take work very seriously, almost to a compulsive level, to get the jobs done, which from an outsider looking in can be frustrating. But, I mean, I'm sure you've had jobs in the past. I've had a lot of horrible jobs in the past where you rely on colleagues and they kind of take the piss a bit and they shirk their duties, and then, you know, you're kept late after work because you're fixing somebody else's mistakes. So a hard-working team is always good. Back to what I dislike about Japan. So, yeah, my most disliked thing about being in Japan is a thing called kyakuhiki, which is... what's it translate to? Like customer puller. Okay, so what they are, if you go out drinking and there's down a street with bars and stuff like that, you'll get some undesirables outside of the bars that work for the bars. And what they do, they not try to grab you, they literally grab you and try and pull you into their bar. Which, you know, it is so frustrating. So frustrating. If you did that sort of thing in London, you would get laid out. You don't grab someone and pull them. You just don't do it. But in Japan, people are either they go with them, or they are like, they bow out and they walk out the situation. I absolutely cannot stand it. I find it so rude and un-Japanese. And I've read a lot of blogs about Japanese and foreigners in Japan that also agree with me. That I can't stand it. It's so undesirable. So when it happens to me, I have a few choice words that I like to say in Japanese to get me out of the situation. So yeah, I really dislike that. Also, what I don't like is the credit card situation. If you didn't know, Japan is a very cash-filled society. That means most people pay with everything, groceries, fuel, everything with cash. And they withdraw it with bank cards from ATMs, rather than using credit and debit cards in stores like in America and the UK. I know when I'm in England, I just have my credit card and my debit card on me. I don't carry cash. I just don't do it because it's so efficient using a card. But in Japan, I'm forced to, and I have a Suica card. It's like a travel Oyster card in London, or I don't know what the American version is, but it's a card that you can top up with cash, but you can also use that in convenience stores. You tap it in and you pay for your bills like that. So it's like a little cash card. And a lot of convenience stores, Don Quixote, stuff like that, they use them. And only the big stores use credit cards, like the Pokemon Center and stuff like that. Not even McDonald's takes credit card, and that's an American company. So yeah, what I'd like to see change about Japan is being able to use my credit card everywhere. I'm sick of carrying pockets full of cash, jangling around all day. It's not fun. So yeah, Those are two things that I really dislike about Japan. Not two serious things I don't like about Japan, but there are things. So yeah, thanks for your question, and I really appreciate it. Kevin123XXX asks, do you like Tokyo Disneyland/Disney Sea? I really like Japanese theme park culture. It's way different from Western or Hong Kong Disneylands. Alright, yeah, I absolutely love Disneyland. I love Disney Sea. I've been so many times, and unlike other Disneylands around the world, it's a very sort of like teen and 20s and upwards, sort of like a date hangout. So you get a lot of younger, trendier people going there with dates, with friends, stuff like that. It doesn't revolve so much around kids. Obviously there's kids that go, but I've been to Disneyland Paris, which I didn't care too much for, and Disneyland Florida. That was absolutely amazing. But yeah, like I said, that one was so child orientated, when the Disney Tokyo Disney is very sort of like cool and happening and fun to be at. I have not been to Fuji-Q. Let me know if you've been to Fuji-Q. I really want to go. That's another Japanese theme park. I really want to go. I might try and fit it in this trip. I'll see how things go. So yeah, thanks for your question. Full TV asks, going to Tokyo in mid-October, where would you recommend for eating evening meals, and what would you suggest doing in the city after a 19-hour flight via Abu Dhabi for 2 hours? I would recommend a stiff drink. That sounds horrible. Right, what I do enjoy, I know, you come to Japan, you have a burger, but Moss Burger, if you've not heard of it, is a really, really nice burger place, similar to McDonald's, but they do really nice burgers, really nice. They do like this massive box of fries and onion rings, and they do good drinks there. So if you just want a little sort of segue into Japanese food coming off a flight, I'd say get a burger from something like Moss Burger. But also Japanese McDonald's is great tasting. It tastes very different from American and English McDonald's. It tastes very nice. Lots of flavour in their food. Japanese are very foodie people, and if McDonald's tasted bad, it wouldn't still be running. So yeah, McDonald's is also nice as well. Ida Fruit Boost says, also I think it is great that you're making these videos. I've been watching the commercials you've been putting up, and they're great and all, but these are so much more fun to watch. Thanks, that actually means so much to me. So the commercials are something that I've been putting up in my free time. Not that I don't put effort in, but they take a lot less of my time than actually setting up camera equipment and filming. But I have plans in the either after October time or early New Year to get more Japan content out involving my face, so I'm excited to do that, so stay tuned for that. And the commercials will still keep happening. If you're here mainly for the commercials, I'll try and knock one out over the weekend. I've been watching Japanese TV, and there's been some absolutely amazing ones I want to show you guys, so yeah, I'll try and do some when I get some free time over the weekend, and try and get one of those up on like Saturday or Sunday or something like that. Alright, that was my last question. I will get back to Akihabara at some point. There's still a lot more there that I want to show you. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. The weather still looks bloody awful, but I'll make it out with an umbrella or something. Maybe go to a shrine or like a proper temple. I know I went to Bentendo, but there are like proper temples that I want to show you guys. And I also got to get to Ikebukuro pretty soon to check out their Mega Tokyo Pokemon Center. I have not been there this trip, and there's also some other cool stuff in Ikebukuro that I want to show you. It's a very nice place to be. Alright guys, I really appreciate the comments. Please keep them coming in. Always fun to read them, always fun to answer them, and give you guys my thoughts, feelings about things you're interested in. Alright guys, I'm going to get some much needed rest, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.